Unit conversions. Let's learn this concept with the help of few conversions. So the first one is a length conversions. Length conversions are, let's suppose the length is height, width, or length or parameters. So these are in the length, right? So in length conversions, when you convert kilometers to meters, you multiply by 1000, meters to centimeters multiply by 100, and centimeters to millimeters multiply by 10. And when you're doing in the reverse direction, millimeters to centimeters divide by 10, centimeters to meters divide by 100, meters to kilometers divide by 1000. So the length conversions are kilometers, meters, centimeters, and millimeters, right? Same we do for the area conversions. When we have area conversions, we have kilometer square to meter square. So you just have to square everything. From kilometer square to meter square, you have to multiply by 1000 square. Meter square to centimeter square, multiply by 100 square. Centimeter square to millimeter square, multiply by 10 square, right? And when we are doing in the reverse direction, we divide everything. Millimeter square to centimeter square, divide by 10 square. And centimeter square to meter square, you divide by 100 square. Meter square to kilometer square, you divide by 1000 square. Volume conversions. For volume conversion, everything is in cube. Kilometer cubes to meter cubes times by 1000 cube. Meter cube to centimeter cube times by 100 cube. Centimeter cube to millimeter cube times by 10 cube, right? Okay, and when we are doing in the reverse direction, like from millimeter cube to centimeter cube, you have to divide by 10 cube. And centimeter cube to meter cube, divide by 100 cube. Meter cube to kilometer cube, divide by 1000 cube. So these are basically the length conversions. For length conversions, areas are in square, volumes are in cube. So these are basically in kilometers, meters, centimeters, and millimeters, right? Okay, now let's talk about other type of conversions like capacity conversions. Some capacity which like liters, milliliters, or centimeter cubes. These are the capacity conversions, right? So 1 liter has 1000 milliliters. When you convert liters into milliliters, then 1 liter has 1000 milliliters. Or in some questions you asked to convert liters to centimeter cube, then 1 liter is also equivalent to 1000 centimeter cube. 1 liter has 1000 milliliters or 1000 centimeter cube. So this implies 1 milliliter and 1 centimeter cube, they both are equal, right? Now the mass conversions. Mass conversions have the units kilograms and grams, right? To convert kilograms to grams, you multiply by 1000, and to convert gram to kilogram, you divide by 1000, right? And 1 kilogram has 1000 grams, right? Okay, now the time conversion. Some questions ask about the time conversions, hours, minutes, or seconds. We all know that 1 hour has 60 minutes or 3600 seconds, and 1 minute has 60 seconds. And when you're moving in the forward direction, like from hours to minutes, you multiply by 60. From minutes to seconds, you multiply by 60. But when you're moving in the reverse direction, to convert seconds to minutes, you divide that number by 60. And to convert minutes to hours, divide by 60, right? Okay, now let's do some examples. Question number 1. A sum of a money is divided between two peoples in the ratio 4:3. The larger share is $7.20. Calculate the value of the smaller share. So which one is the larger share? This is the larger share. This is a larger share. So the larger share is larger share is 4 parts of the ratio, right? Okay, so if 4 parts is equals to $7.20, what 1 part is equals to? So to get 1 part, we can say $7.20 is dividing by 4 to get 1 part, right? All right, so we can say $7.20 divided by 4, that is 1.8. So one part is 1.8. We need to figure out the value of the smaller share. So the smaller share is 3. Smaller share, that is equals to 3. If 1 is equivalent to 1.8, what 3 is equivalent to? 3 times of 1.8. We will get the value of the smaller share. Times this by 3, that is equals to 5.4. So the smaller share is $5.40. All right. This is the ratio question, basically. Let's take another example. In 2001, the price of 1 liter of petrol was 72 cents. Okay, if 1 liter petrol, its price is $0.72. 72 cents is basically $0.72. Of this price, 65% was tax. 65% of this price is tax. So let me calculate the tax. So tax is basically 65% of the price of 1 liter. This is the tax. Okay, let me calculate this. 65 to remove percentage divides by 100 of 0.72, which is equivalent to $0.468. 0.468. This is a tax. And the remainder, they said, and the remainder was other cost. So what is the other cost? So to get the other cost, the remainder is the other cost. It means from the total price of 1 liter of fuel, you have to subtract the tax price and you will get the other cost. Okay, let me calculate the other cost. Okay, 0.72 subtract with the answer, which is 0.252. Okay, $0.252. That is your other cost, right? Okay, now the question is, find in its simplest form. We need to convert it in simplest form, the ratio of tax to the other cost. Give your answer in the form of m ratio n, where m and n are integers. Okay, now we need to make a ratio for tax and the ratio of other cost. Okay, tax is 0.468, ratio, the other cost is 0.252. We have to convert it into simplest form, and both the numbers are integers. Okay, let me do it. First, convert the decimal into fraction by doing 468 divide 1 with 3 zeros and 252 over 1 with 3 zeros, 1000. Why I'm dividing by 1000? Because after the decimal place there are 3 digits, so 1000 has 3 zeros, right? Now let me convert both of them into simplest form. So what is 468 over 1000? This is 117 over 250. 117 divides 250. And what is 252 over 1000? 252 divides 1000, that is 63 over 250. 63 over 250. Okay, now we can easily cancel 250 with 250, and we are just left with 117 over ratio 63. Ratio can also be represented as a division, that 117 over 63, right? Let me convert 117 over 53 as the simplest form. 117 divided 63 is 13 by 7. This is 13 over 7. So in the simplest form, the ratio is 13 ratio 7. Now these are integers, m ratio n form. M is 13, n is 7. Now this is in the simplest form. The ratio of tax to the other cost is in terms of integers. Okay, so the first and the second examples are basically related to the ratios, right? And the ratios in their simplest form. Let's do some examples related to conversions. Okay. Question number 3 is, express the ratio 700 grams to 1.75 kilogram in its simplest form. Now you can see we have a 700 grams ratio 1.75 kilograms. Now we have two different units, kilograms and grams. We have to use conversions over here to make them same, right? So grams and kilograms are the mass conversions. Okay, let me move up and look at the mass conversions, right? So the mass conversion has 1 kilogram has 1000 grams. Okay, so let's do this question. 1 kilogram is equals to 1000 grams. Okay, and what about 1.75 kilograms? 1.75 kilograms is equals to 1.75 multiplied by 1000 grams. Okay, substitute everything over here. This is 700 grams as it is, and this would be 1.75 times 1000 grams. Okay, now this grams and this gram both are cancelled out. Let me simplify. 1.75 into 1000, 1750. Okay, this is 1750 and that is 700. Okay, let me convert them into simplest form. So what is 700 over 1750, which is 2:5. 2:5. This is in the simplest form. There is another example, number 4. Express the ratio 400 meters to 2 kilometers in the form 1:n, where this n is integers. N belongs to some integers, right? So we have a meter and we have kilometers. Meter and kilometer. So it is better to convert both of them into smaller unit. Smaller unit is meter. This is a smaller unit. Okay, so we have to convert both of them into the smaller unit, which is meters, right? Now we have 400 meters ratio to kilometers. So meter, kilometer, these are the length conversions. Okay, let me check how do we convert meters to kilometers to meters. Yeah, this is length. Okay, kilometers to meters, you have to multiply by 1000. Okay, this is kilometers to meter. So 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meters. This is 2 kilometers is equals to 2000 meters. Okay, now this is 400 meters and this is 2000 meters. We can easily cancel the same units, the two zeros with the two zeros, and here we have 4:20. 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 5 is 20. So 1:5, and n is the integer, which is 5, right? So these are the conversion questions. This is how with the help of conversions you can easily convert one unit to another and simplify the ratios. But ratios are simplified unless or until both the quantities have the same units. Grams, kilograms, both must be in grams or both must be in kilograms. Meters, kilometers, both are in meters or both are in kilometers, right? So you have to make the same units and then you can easily simplify the ratios. All right, let's do an exam style question related to conversion. That insert the correct symbol equals, less, greater to make each statement correct. Now the first statement is 0.6 kilograms and 60 grams. Now the units you can see, this is kilograms and this is grams. Okay, now kilograms to grams, we have to make the same units. Okay, where is kilogram? This is a weight unit. Yeah, mass unit. Kilogram converted to gram by multiplying by 1000. Okay, so here we can say kilograms, you can convert them into grams by multiply it by 1000. So if you have 0.6 kilograms, I want to convert this into gram, I have to do 0.6 multiplied by 1000. The answer is in grams. So this is 6 with 2 zeros, 600 grams. Because 1 0 is already cancelled out when you shift the decimal point 1 unit to the right. Okay, or you can do it on the calculator. So 0.6 kilogram is this quantity is basically equals to 600 grams, and this is 60 grams, 600 grams and 60 grams. Now both are in grams. Now what is the relation between 600 and 60? 600 is greater than 60, right? Okay, now let's do the second example. 15 kilograms into grams. Okay, kilograms and gram, again the same conversion, right? So 15 kilograms, we have to convert it into grams. This is for A and this is for B. So I have to do 15 is going to multiply by 1000 to convert it into grams. So it is 15,000 grams. Okay, so this term is 15,000 grams and this term is also 15,000 grams. Gram is cancelled with gram. 15,000 is equals to 15,000, right? Okay, now the next conversion is about part C, is about meter square and centimeter square. This is the area conversion, right? Okay, meter square to centimeter square multiply by 100 square. Okay, so convert meter square to centimeter square, you have to multiply by 100 square. Now we have 4 meters square. This should be equals to 4 multiplied by 100 square to convert it into centimeter square, right? 4 into 100 into 100. This answer is in centimeter square. So you have 4 with 4 zeros. So this is 4 with 4 zeros, because 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. This is 40,000 centimeter square. So 4 meter square is basically 40,000 centimeter square, and that is 400 centimeter square. So centimeter square is cancel out with centimeter square. What is the relation between 40,000 and 400? 40,000 is greater than 400, right? So if you learn the conversions, you can easily do these exam style questions, because in O levels and in IGCSE, you will get a lot of questions related to the conversions, and calculator are not allowed in these questions, right? So you have to learn the conversions, and these questions are very easy to simplify. Okay, so this is all about the conversions. You need to learn these conversions: time conversions, mass conversions, capacity conversions, volume, area, and length conversions. And if you still have any queries, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care.